The weather's cooling down, the leaves are falling, and the wind is howling over Brooklynville, Maryland. The Cruzies are ready for a battle at the base of Sheila. We have a rivalry showdown between the school from Lake Avenue and your St. Paul's Crusaders. However, this year something feels different about it, as this matchup holds major playoff implications in the MIAA. If St. Paul's wins, they earn the 1 seed and home field advantage throughout the playoff. Today marks the end of the regular season for the Crusaders and another entry in the historic rivalry between the St. Paul's Crusaders and the Boys Latin Lakers. The stakes are high, the fans are loud, the pressure is on, and the stage is set for this new matchup of the Alumni Cup. Let's get into it.
Let's start off in the middle of the first quarter as BL is around the 50-yard line and driving, and it is hit behind the line for Bobby Cunningham as he is tackled for a loss. Later in that drive, BL gets backed up by penalties and they attempt a 50-yard field goal, and it is short, keeping the score at 0-0. The very next play, St. Paul's has the ball back and they hand it off to Landon Blue. He finds the hole, he takes it, he's around midfield, he's going around into the 30 and taken out of the 20-yard line with a huge SP gain at the end of the first quarter to really flip sides of the field. That splash play is huge for St. Paul's. Then, Eli Livingston is taking the snap on the 22. Eli, he rolls out to the right, and it is caught by Jackson Angelo Bartlett, and he's down at the 2-yard line, putting in a great position to score. A couple plays later, Eli hands it off, and it is Lamar West touchdown to bring the lead up to 7-0. The next drive, BL's driving down the field. They pass it, and it's to the right, and it's picked off by Lyndon Bargansky as he jumps under route. He's taking it down the sideline to the 30. Landon Blue with the block, and he takes it into the end zone for the pick six to bring St. Paul's up 14-0. Eli rolls out to the right. He gets past, he throws it up, and Andrew Cooper with the big 30-yard catch to move St. Paul's down the field past the halfway point. St. Paul's is on the 9-yard line, and Eli rolls out, and he keeps it, and he brings it in for a 9-yard rushing touchdown to bring the Crusaders up 21-0. Before the half, however, BL comes away with 3 points. The defense does good stopping their offense and only allowing 3. Now, early in the second half, BL's around the 43, and it is a sack for Johnny Miles. That is a great play to back BL up, and BL hits another field goal on that drive to bring it to 21-6. However, that is all they're scoring for the game. Next, Eli rolls out to the back. He rolls out, and he throws it deep, and it is caught by Andrew Cooper for the huge gain. However, on that play, Eli Livingston goes down and will not return in this game. Jackson Angelo Bartlett enters as quarterback. He hands it off to Lamar West and into the end zone for a touchdown. Now, in the fourth quarter, the Crusaders have the ball around 30. He hands it off to Lamar West, who finds the outside of the field and takes it to bring St. Paul's past the 50-yard line. Later in the drive, St. Paul's hands it off again, this time to Landon Blue as he takes it up the middle, and he breaks through the seam of the defense and inside the red zone for the Crusaders. With 3 minutes left in the game, Jab snaps it and he keeps it and into the end zone for a St. Paul's touchdown. St. Paul's on the PAT attempt. Quinn Clark makes it to go 5 for 5 on the day with his kicks to extend the lead 35-6. And that is our final score as St. Paul's beats the BL Lakers 35-6 to take home the Alumni Cup.
The Cruzies come up with a blowout win to keep the Alumni Cup on campus. This game was controlled on the ground due to the wind, and this was a good highlight for St. Paul's as Lamar West and Landon Blue both had huge games, picking up over 90 yards each on the ground. Eli Livingston did not throw the ball much, but when he did, he had some major passes, especially to the receiver Andrew Cooper. Despite Andrew only having 2 receptions, he ended the day with 82 yards. The defense also had a great showing, not letting the Lakers in the end zone at all. BL seemed to have no answer for the zone scheme set by the Crusaders, and they only accounted for 34 passing yards. Continuing the trend of the season, the front 7 on defense controlled the D-line as the BL running game could not have more than minimal damage. Now the Crusaders are focused on the playoffs as they have home field advantage and the 1 seed. As we conclude this special episode, we have 2 players of the game. In the second quarter. Our second SPSN player of the game is As we sign off for this 2025 version of this historic rivalry, I want to thank everyone involved in the making of this special episode, and let's go Cruzies.